Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. In today's video, I want to be talking to you about how to make your anger expensive. Now, if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. I realized from looking at the analytics that a lot of the persons who watch my channel are not subscribed. I think about 60-something% of persons who view are not subscribed. I would really love my channel to continue to grow. So thank you for helping me on that journey. Now, how do you make your anger expensive? Listen, ladies, I have found that one of the most damaging things to me, or one of the most damaging things I've experienced on my femininity journey and just my journey to loving myself and making my life a lot more enjoyable and easier, is when I allow others to have control over my emotions. Now, what I mean by that is being so bothered by what people say, what people do, how people react to the things that you say, all of these things. When you are very quick to react to people based on how they interpret different information and how they interpret situations, you are giving them total control over you. Because once somebody can control your emotions, they have you. So here's how we make our anger expensive. And not just anger, to be honest, our emotions expensive. It's a very necessary skill to preserving your femininity. Now, I'm going to put out a disclaimer. I do not want you to feel as though I'm saying that you should not be feeling emotions. No. As feminine women, we are supposed to feel emotions. We feel various emotions on the daily. Anger, sadness, disappointment, happiness, but there are ways that we can keep our anger in check, or negative emotions in check, because our feminine energy is priceless and it should be protected. So the number one way I want you to do this is to stay away from things that trigger you into a state of negativity. Listen to me, ladies. I work with people on the daily, like many of us do. And every day I am encountered by either customers or colleagues, whoever, that push certain buttons that I know if I'm not careful, they will cause me to misrepresent myself. What I do in these situations is that I try to avoid these people completely. If I don't need to talk to you, I'm not talking to you. If I do not need to come in your space, I'm not going to come in your space. Now, granted, there are times when you can't help but work with some people, or can't help but go certain places, and you can't be in control of every single experience. I mean, we're not even in control of our experiences. But try as much as you can to stay away from things that trigger you into a state of negativity. So if you know that if you go to Sharon's house, Sharon is going to have you cussing and acting a fool, do not go to Sharon's house. Stop by the gate and ask her to come collect what she needs to collect, and you can keep it pushing. If you know that when you watch certain type of movies, it leaves you feeling angry and bitter. If you watch certain type of news, you want to go outside and protest and shout and be loud and all of that, don't watch those type of movies. Stay away from things that trigger you into an emotional state of negativity. The next thing I would recommend that you do is not waste time on people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Literally, there are people who, listen, I know for me, because I like to get my point across. And so there may be times when I'm having a discussion and the discussion gets very, heated in a sense, and we're excited and the passions start coming out. And you'll have this one person that keeps egging you on. You know they understand what you're saying, but because they want to pull you out, they keep saying things to trigger a negative response, trigger anger, trigger like this frustration. Here's what I do in those situations. If I find that I'm having a discussion with somebody and they do not want to see where I'm coming from, and by the third time I realize that I keep having to repeat myself, listen, you know what I say? I just say this. I realize that you are committed to misunderstanding me. Therefore, I no longer want to continue this conversation with you. That's it. It's done. Right there, so done. It's done right there, and I'm moving on. I'm not gonna have you draw me out and have me acting a fool. No, you're miscommunicating. You are committed to misunderstanding me. Thank you, and I am moving on. Okay? Try that. The next thing I do to protect my feminine energy and to make my anchor expensive is that I'm realizing and I'm starting to accept that I don't need to have the last word. And it ties in with point number 2. You don't need to have the last word, sweetheart. If you realize that your point's not going across, just let it be. Make your point and stop. Make your point and stop. Sometimes we damage ourselves in ways that are unimaginable. The mystery is gone. Your heart's out there. Your emotions are on the floor shattered because you allowed somebody to pull you to the point of no return. Now you're shouting and you're possibly cursing, and that's not even you on a regular day. You don't need to have the last word all the time. Make your point and stop. Stop. The minute I start feeling like my blood is boiling, that's where I'm done. Always ask yourself in these situations, are you getting paid to sabotage your feminine process? You have been working on moving in silence. You have been working on being quiet. You have been working on just moving through like a little butterfly, being pleasant, being charming. And now Jim has you yelling on top of your lungs. Is he paying you? Is he going to pay you for all of the progress you have just lost because in that moment you gave it all up and you just started to shout and scream and yell? Is he paying you? Are you being paid to sabotage yourself that way? Yes or no? Ask yourself these questions. And listen, do not be fooled. Do not be deluded by people who are miserable with their own lives, who see you and see the progress you're making. Some people are threatened by the progress that you're making, and because they're depressed and sad with their own lives, they try to come into yours and create mess. Misery loves company, and I want you to be on the lookout for people who want to see you miserable. People who see you improving and decide that no, she can't be happy. She cannot be happy because I am not happy. She can't have a good relationship because I'm not having a good relationship. I can't let her be all nice and dandy and not angry because I am angry. So I'm going to do something today to upset her. I'm going to say something nasty to upset her. I'm going to tell her that she does not look good and I don't like her hair and I don't like her clothes and I don't like her makeup. I'm going to say something mean so that she can answer. No. Put a price tag on your anger and make it very expensive. Make your emotions very, very, very expensive. Do not allow anybody to control you. And remember the scripture that says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. I love you and I will catch you in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe and like the video or dislike it if you wish. Share it with somebody who you think it will help. Catch you in the next one. Bye.